Hey, how's it going? What's up, everybody? How's it going? Um, I got my new camera. As you guys can see, I'm loving it, loving it, loving it once again. I was on, I think it was, whatblackwomenthink.com, and I ran across, a young lady who opened up a website called, babydaddies.com or sorryassbabydaddies.com, something like that. And that kind of gave me mixed emotions. Um, that video, that I would on that website, I saw three videos. There were three videos. One of the young lady who started the website it's her son. She's interviewing her son on how it feels not to have his father around, and the fact that he doesn't know his father and all that kind of stuff. And I watched another video of a black panel of newscasters or reporters, journalists, whatever you want to call them, talking about that website. And I watched another video of about 8 children in a school out in Philadelphia. I didn't get to see the whole video, but it's mostly about them speaking about the fact that they don't have their fathers in their life. Now, here goes the mixed emotions. I'm kind of happy that somebody did that because, you know, the fathers do need to see the kind of impact that they have on their children from their children and not from the mother who's always saying it, because they have that biased ear when it comes from the mom. Whatever she's saying, it's bullshit, blah blah blah. And when it comes from the child, it can actually be heard, and it's something that actually hits the heart and hits home. Where I don't agree with is the fact that she put it on the web. My thing would be I would have made the video and sent it to daddy. I would have put it on a CD along with, you know, phone number for the child. Your child misses you. This has nothing to do with me. Yada 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 yada. To try and fix the situation instead of antagonizing these men, because that's what I think that you're actually doing when you think about it. Just as a people in general, we are like, and I'm not talking about race, I'm just talking about people in general. We have this thing as to where when people are telling us that we're wrong, even though we may be wrong, we still fight for it. We still fight to the death. And you know what I'm saying, it's all about how you make me feel when you're saying it. And if I feel that you're telling me in a disrespectful way, I ain't trying to hear what you gotta say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna fix nothing. And that's when pride becomes a factor. You know what I mean? So I think that it could have been done another way. And that's I mean, I don't know. And like I said, in some ways, for those of the baby mothers that can't find their baby fathers, and those are a situation in itself. That is a Maury show. For those that know who their baby father is, and the baby father is just off doing his own thing, living his life and doing what he got to do for him, and you know what I'm saying, doesn't want to claim you. If you're gonna do those kind of videos, not only can you have to make sure that the baby is his, that's number one. Number two, it would be better if you were to send it to that person instead of posting on the web to embarrass that person, because embarrassing somebody is not going to make them want to come and help out or be a part of that structure, and I just don't see how. I mean, I see where the good intentions were, but how many bad things were done with good intentions. I hope I said that right. Um, but yeah, like, I mean, like, I have no children. Everybody can, you know, actually, throw at me the fact that I have no children. I have no idea what I'm talking about and yada yada yada. But me growing up without my father, And knowing who my father was and seeing him sporadically throughout my life, I understand where the children were coming from. But at the same time, my mother never put him on blast to make him feel embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I wanted to say to him, I could freely say to him. And, she would make sure that that message was relayed by me, meaning that I would write him a letter. And that was most of the time, that is what happened. Like, I would write him a letter stating how much I missed him, how much I wanted to know, what did I do that he's not there, and so forth and so on. And then whenever I would write those letters, he'd show up, and he'd come around for a little bit, and then disappear again. But, I think that would have been a better way to go about it than to try and put the man on blast and have a whole website geared to embarrassing men. Because I don't know anybody that when they're embarrassed is going to want to come up and 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 face the people that they're embarrassed in front of. You know what I'm saying? And then if you want to spread them out to the entire world, they're never going to want to show their face. Not only that, but then you have the ones that get real stuck up and stuck in their ways. That's like, well, yeah, you want to try and embarrass me? Then fuck you then. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all great. I ain't going to do shit then. You know what I'm saying? You do that shit by yourself. And to be honest, not to say that it's right, but when you give out that energy, that's what you're going to get back. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically it. I was just kind of taken back by that. And like, like I said, I don't see how putting a man on blast or trying to embarrass them in front of, be it alone or in front of a group of people, how do you think that that's going to make them want to participate in anything that you're involved with, e.g. the child? You know what I'm saying? So um, I just, I would love to know if anybody disagrees with me. If you agree with me, if you've never even heard about it, it's called sorryasbabydaddies.com. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the website that I found. Yeah. And I don't know. For you single mothers out there, do you think I'm talking out my ass? Um, do you think that if I was in the situation, I'd probably think differently? Because, of course, I think so too. I think that if I was in a situation, my emotions probably would have got the best of me, and I probably would have gone that route, being with technology and everything, how you can, easily, let everybody know what kind of man that is. But at the same time, how would you expect that person to come and, want to be a part of that when you were the one that outed them and embarrassed them? Not everybody can take that very well. Not everybody can say I'm sorry and come back and, make things right. Not everybody can do that. It takes special people. It takes some people a lot of time to get to that point. So I think that, I don't know, I'm starting to ramble a little bit, because it's like, how you go through shit in your mind, and I'm just trying to, I've been arguing with myself, because at one point, like I said, at one point I agree with that, to say that it should be done because these guys should know what the children feel and all that. But at the same time, you can't embarrass a man and expect them, you can't hurt a man's pride and expect them to want to be a part of what you are a part of, or participate in anything that you are involved in. But like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think. We'll see what's good. Talk to y'all later.